I'm back. I had to cut the first video because it was over 15 minutes, like going on 16 minutes. So right now I don't have the my time extended for over 15 minutes like on my other channels. But anyway, I was saying that where did I stop off? I stopped off on, I was saying, talking about everyone who's in America right now, today, right now, let us not separate until into our own clusters of race or nationality, and and cause issues. Let us unite. I mean, you're here. You are an American, and then whatever the extras that go, like I'm African American, because my ancestry goes back into Africa. Okay, for some, everything came from Africa. I wasn't there. I can understand why that can be, because if you look at the history of Africa, there's a plethora of different colors coming from Africa. A plethora. So it is what it is. But this is not a time for us to segregate, discriminate. It's a time to come together as Americans. You're born and raised as an American. If you have gotten you went through the legal steps of becoming a part of America, you are an American in my book. If you are one that support America's rights and policies and amendments and laws and so on and so forth, even though some of our laws are kind of crazy, but that's another story. But I'm not trying to blanket the issue of Trump being a president, but me personally, I believe he's going to surprise us for the better. And when I say us, I'm not saying just African American people. I'm saying Americans. He may even surprise himself, but it's disturbing to me, feeling the vibe and the atmosphere that now that he's in office, it's like we're all going to die. We're going to die. We're going to die. And I understand, because he's closer to the nuclear button and he can just say, "You're fired." Honey, grab the children. Let's jet out of here. Let's go in space somewhere. I'm just saying. That is serious. But the truth of the matter, we're not going to live forever. I know some believe they're going to come back as a tree, a bird, a flower, butterflies, different things, to each his own. We're in America. We can believe what we want to believe. That's a part of America. But we pretty much all believe that when we die, we're going to a better place. Okay? I am a Christian, proud to be a Christian. No, I'm not one to be the white Jesus or Michelangelo, the representation that they say Jesus looked like. I don't worship any image of that whatsoever. I take from the Bible what I need to take from the Bible that will strengthen me, make me a better person, make me see what I need to see in this world, and be prepared when I do die that I'm going to heaven. I believe that. I just totally believe that. I don't believe in segregation. I don't believe in discrimination, prejudice. I don't believe in none of that. No. I think we're missing the point when it comes to race. If I cut myself, I'm going to bleed blood. And it's going to be red because now it has been open to oxygen. So it's going to change the blue blood into red blood. The same for every race that is out there. Every race that is out there. So I treat people, or I look at people like this. Money is green, right? For the most part. In other countries, Jamaica, they have different color. But for the most part, American money is green. If that dollar is coming from me, another race, what is the common denominator? It's money. It's money. It's money. So that's the way I see people, as they're human beings. They're human beings, not race. But I do know in our society in America, we compartmentalize people, we categorize people. It's like people are in a file cabinet. And then with the file cabinet, you have, this is what you look for most likely with this one, and this is what you look for most likely with this one, this, you know, and in our society, a lot of us, we have been programmed to follow that same protocol, that same pattern, go to that same file box, pull out that file of that particular race of a person, and so, and that's not going to change from the top down. It's not. That's not going to change from the top down. That's going to change between you and I. I guess I'm looking in the right part. I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. You and I. That's it. You and I. And you and I. And you and I. That's the only way it's going to happen. We have to change things from down here. Then we build up. But if we don't do it down here, we want to go this way, it's going to end up being this way. It's going to be a collapse. So yes, we have to have a president. Yes, we have to have the House, the Senate, and things of that nature. To vote for this and vote for that. Some countries, you don't have all that. You have the president that say what he wants to say, boom, bam, it's done. You know, however, we do have an opportunity to put a vote in, you know, and that's a part of America. That's a part of the freedom of America. And I say too, like I was saying before, if you're here, illegal, I don't even like to say the word, to be honest, illegal aliens. I mean, we're all illegal. If you want to label things that way, we're all illegal. Come on now. If you do the history, what has not been demolished and erased out? We're all illegals. Okay? So, it's time to come together more and more, guys. It really is. If you never spoke to a certain race and you feel comfortable enough to do it, speak to that person. Now, I'm going to say this. You're going to speak to that person and you're not going to know the consequences. That's a part of America. But you never know. It might be a good outcome. You go in with wisdom, you know, and be careful, of course. But get to know your neighbor. Get to know, when I say not just on your block, on your community. I mean, like if you're in a grocery store, you see someone who you never, ever spoke to. for whatever the reason. Language barrier, the older, whatever. Reach out to that person. Reach out to that person. Yeah, they may look different than us. They may, have different rituals and so on and so forth. But one thing that is consistent all over this world is they are human with feelings, emotions, personality, character, intelligence, or lack of, knowledgeable, or lack of. Interesting. Okay? So interesting. So, in the atmosphere, America is in an uproar. But let us bring calmness between ourselves, within ourselves, and between ourselves. Let us not let this profound anxiety that is floating through the atmosphere break our peace, break our wanting to get up in the morning, break our wanting to say good morning, break our you can go, it's okay. You can go in front of me in the grocery store. Oh, you know what, by the way, I'll pay for that. Don't let this break us. Don't let us break us at the core of who we really are. Those are my thoughts this morning. So, being an American, living in America, I have this freedom and I'm happy for it. So, yeah, I feel so much better now. All right, guys, continue on being entrepreneurs, continue on Ubering, continue on Lyfting. Yeah, I'll come back on later with the other video about some other things I wanted to talk about to help. Okay? All right, guys. Don't let your last ride be the bad ride. And let us not change who we are at the core unless it's a change for the better. Take care, guys. All right?